So imagine you're a director. I'll tell from the day you cease or from the date of your cessation, meaning the day of your resignation or last day, the day when you stop to be a director. What happened, Kovilan? Tell me now. You're not able to see? You should have come in first bench, da? Who's not able to see, da? Sinchana, you come front then. If Abhijit is not able to see, that means they. What about them? Why are you sitting in last benches, sir? What happened to that one bench? Have they done some, black magic, kada? Huh? What a puja? Puja only, no? Then? Why da? Last bench? First day, first bench. Sir, I am going as per day, sir. Today, 8th day, no? 8th bench. You see me on 14th day, sir. Huh? Remember, Ivanshi? See? Ovia, where were you, da? See, she's so clever. When said only she said of personal. That means you should not ask. That is the meaning. Huh? All brilliant. Where were you yesterday, second half of the class? That's why you should not do hide and seek. See, trust issues. Correct, no? Srishant did one day one towel. You know Srishant, not this fellow. Srishant, bowler. In one match, he had one towel in the back pocket. That's all. One day, one match ruined his career. Match fixing, they said. Correct, no? So one day is sufficient. Great talent wasted. Great talent wasted. I know. Okay, Machas, can you explain additional director? Additional director means a director appointed by board of directors. Ayo, I caught it. Do you have a tissue? Okay. Yes, we have. Okay. So, what is an additional director? Additional director is a director appointed by the board of directors. When do they appoint it? Whenever you have a seasonal demand, whenever you need more directors, whenever you think that you need an expertise knowledge for a temporary period. In such cases, you appoint an additional director. Additional director is always appointed by board. Their tenure will be 1 year. That is up to the next AGM. And if at all you are okay with this performance and if you want to continue him, then you need to do something called as regularization. Converting an additional director to a normal director. Clear? Yes, Dishna? Yes, sir. Okay, people, today we are starting with something called as people independent director. Now, what do you mean by independent director? First, we will understand what do you mean by independent director, and then we will see how many independent directors required in a company and all that. Is this clear? Okay. So, first of all, when we have our knowledge very, we are all very fresh, we'll start with a definition. So, is the definition important? Yes. Will they ask us to write the complete definition? Answer is no. They will never ask you. Probably once in somewhere in 2017 they have asked an attempt that what is a definition of an independent director. 2017. After that you do not see a definition coming like asking for what is an independent director. Now what is an independent director? Independent director means people, a person who satisfies all these conditions is called as an independent director. Now what are all these conditions? In short, I'll tell you, a director in a company will be of two types. The first type of director in a company, we call it as executive director. And the second type of director in a company, we call it as non-executive director. Executive means nothing but a director who is involved in the day-to-day affairs of the company. Everyday decision is involved. So the director who generally carries a tiffin box, lunch box, whatever, a tiffin box morning, lunch box. So if a director is carrying a lunch box, he is called as an executive director. Pooja is like, what if he's on diet, sir? So non-executive director means people, this person does not carry a lunch box. Lunch box. Lunch. So what do you mean by non-executive director? How do we actually differentiate them? Executive means a person who is involved in everyday decision. Every day, if there is something to be done, this person is involved in the decision making. If at all this is a non-executive director, what do you mean by non-executive director? He is not involved in everyday decision. He'll come once in a while. He'll be an half-time, part-time director. We generally call this person as a full-time director. This person will be a part-time director. Meaning he'll be working in 2-3 companies. The chance of this person working in 2-3 companies is less. Yes, executive director will take all the important and everyday's decisions. Non-executive will be coming once in a while, not every day. That is the difference between executive and non-executive. Now, there is a third type of director who may come under non-executive only. Under him only he will come. The third type of director is called as independent director. Now, try to understand why this concept came into picture. In 2008, there was a scam called as Satyam computer scam, which paved way for a lot of legislations, a lot of amendments to happen with existing laws. That was Satyam scam. Second thing is Kingfisher scam. In all these cases, what used to happen? In a company, there used to be some 6 directors. All 6 directors are majority shareholders in the company only. Now, why are our Indian people, we call it, right, the top 100 richest Indian people. Why we call them, right? How are people rich? Is it because of liquid money? Answer is no. People are rich just because they have shares. If share price increases, his net worth also increases. Share price is a direct money in their hand. Agreed? Huh? Now, sir, what will a director do if a company is projecting bad financials? That means your share price will fall, your growth will fall, your company will fall. So what will directors do? Directors will do whatever possible to increase that particular share price, organically or inorganically. Organically, it will take time. Inorganically, very easy. How? Fake financials. Say that your profits is growing year on year by 10,000 crores. That is what exactly happened in Satyam. They were showing fake sales. What do you mean fake sales? Now imagine Nikita will call us. Hello, ArivuPro? Yes, Nikita. I just wanted to check and the line gets disconnected. That's all. ArivuPro will mark this as a sale. What you wanted to check, we don't know. But we will consider this as a sale only. Are you getting the point? So now what will happen? Like you guys, you look at the number of inquiries ArivuPro will get. Just to share you a number, the inquiries we will get on the day of results, the calls we get, we call it as inbound calls. The number of calls we get on the date of result is around 1200. Only on the day of result. We never do outbound calls at all. Outbound means we taking some random institution, random academy, pay them some money, get to contacts. You generally have no. That's how you get your loan. No. That's how you get all your spam calls. So at Arivu, we do not have that policy at all because we are having so many numbers in our backlog. To call them only back, it will take ages. Are you getting? So in Satyam, what used to happen? Whenever they meet, you take this only example. When a customer calls us, just an inquiry, in our books, we will show it as a sale. Now what happened? Our P&L increased by whatever is the amount you guys will pay. How many calls? 500, 1000, 1000 sales. But did we get the money? No. Then how will we show it in accounts? We will show it as debtors for 6 months. So Nikita will become first our client and next our debtor. Meaning someone who should give us money. And ultimately she will, of course she does not know who we are. After 10 months, she never gave money. We will show this particular amount as bad debt. That means what? We will write it off from the balance sheet. Satyam used to do it. Now why? Because the person in the top management is such person who is giving you an example to do all of this. Agreed? There should have been one person sitting on the board telling you guys not to do it. They wouldn't have done. Are you getting it? Now, with that, they saw a need in a company. We would need something called as an unbiased director. What do you mean unbiased director? Who is not agreeing because he is getting benefited. Now imagine whenever you take a decision, you will say yes or no based upon whether you will be benefited or not. But there should be one director who thinks not from his shoes. He should think from shareholders' opinion, shareholders' point of view. And that is when a concept called as independent director came into picture in the Companies Act 2013. In 1956, it was not there at all. That is the purpose of independent director. Now, who is an independent director? A person who is in maximum ways nowhere connected with the company. His parents, his relatives, he is nowhere connected with the company. If such person is there, then you appoint such person as an independent director so that he will be unbiased. He'll be true in what he is doing. Such director is called as independent director. Now, when will he become independent? What do you mean by independent? Where did the word independent come from? Independent means what? Now you guys want to be, Matthew want to be independent in life. What do you mean by that? Meaning free from parents. Day adena freedom movement enna freedom fighter Matthew. People, what Matthew wants is he shouldn't be dependent. So when will we use the word independent? You are not dependent on the company for your revenue. That's why we are using the word called as independent. You are nowhere dependent upon the company. Whether this company gives you money or not, your life will still go on. And that is when you get the tag called as independent director. Colon. Your colon is watching me like wedding photographers. In Deepa, Garland, in between they'll zoom. No. He's zooming me between mic, this in the wire. Okay. Understood? Now what is independent director? Definition we'll see. Hey, someone take the AC remote. They take the. Someone has done some operation and kept it. Okay. Definition of a coil. I'll not believe you. He turned off only directly. See? Even you are also. Kovilan Kanna. Wait, I'm doing something. You want swing? I don't want it. That is also off. But again, give remote to me only. Now, people, what is an independent director? Now, inga an independent director means a director other than a managing director. So, a managing director can never be an independent director. Okay. Other than a MD, whole-time director or a nominee director. So, who is an independent director? A person other than whole-time director, nominee director, and managing director. Now, these three people can never be called as an independent director because they are involved in day-to-day decisions of the company. Who does not have any material or pecuniary. Pecuniary means what? Money. Monetary. Salary anta monetary. Pecuniary relationship with the company or the directors. We'll see da. Section 149 subsection 6 of the Act prescribes the criteria of independence. Meaning, when will you be called as an independent director? When you satisfy section 149 subsection 6. In that, what is it given? See, first one, when will you be called as an independent director? First one, a person who in the opinion of the board is a person of integrity and possesses relevant industrial expertise and experience. BCom answer. Nothing is there. Meaning you should be a person who is fit to be an independent director. For example, imagine ICICI Bank had Narayan Murthy as their independent director. ICICI Bank had Narayan Murthy as their independent director. Now you take example. Now you take Reliance board. Arundhati Bhattacharya is an independent director of Reliance. See, it's not just for the purpose of independent women director. It is also because of who Arundhati Bhattacharya is. Biocon and all these companies she comes from. Now she is a person of her integrity. She has expertise in that field. So it is not because of reservation. So that is what they are trying to tell you. You have to earn it. Okay, next one. Such individual shall not be a promoter. Such individual shall not be a promoter or related to the promoter or director of the company or its associate or subsidiary or holding company. Who is an independent director? A person who is not a promoter or related to the promoter or director of company, associate, subsidiary, holding. Let us call this in short as cash. Company, associate, subsidiary, holding. One time I'll explain you. Going forward, cash means you guys only should understand it off. Now see here. Hey macha, Nazarati Durgatna Gati. Now see here. What do you mean by promoter? Let us imagine, sir, we are planning to appoint on Reliance one independent director. Who is a promoter of Reliance? Let us imagine Mukesh Ambani. Dhirubhai Ambani is not there, no. Let us imagine Mukesh Ambani is now a promoter. Now my question, can you appoint Mukesh Ambani as the independent director of Reliance? Is it possible? No. You cannot appoint the promoter. Or can I appoint Neeta Ambani as the independent director of Reliance? Why? You cannot appoint the relative of promoter. Can I appoint? There is one person, His Excellence. There is one more. Dubai. Let us imagine he was a director in the company. Actually, I think he is only an independent director. Let us imagine he is a director of our company. Can I appoint our regular director as an independent director? The answer is no. That is what they are telling you. Okay, sir. Reliance has a subsidiary company. Let us imagine Jio. Sir, now can I appoint Jio's promoter as Reliance Industries independent director? Sir, Reliance has an associate company. Reliance has a holding company. Can I appoint the associate company of this Reliance? Can I appoint this promoter as the Reliance Industries independent director? Same thing of holding company. Possible? No. That is what they are telling you. You cannot appoint the promoter, relative of promoter, director of company, associate company, subsidiary company, holding company. So, macha in the Rangoli, nowhere you should be related. If you are related, then you cannot be a independent director.
What's the term relative?
What does the term relative mean, sir? Imagine, sir, there is a person, sir. My father's father has third wife, third children. Is my fourth uncle ka fifth son? Is he relative or not?
Yes, sir.
Relative or not? No. This person is not a relative. What is your name? Dakshin. Dakshin, this person is not related? That person's father's ka third
Wife ka.
grandfather ka third wife ka fourth child ka uncle ka. Is it are they related or not? No? Relative or not? They are relative, no? People in India, I'm 100% sure you and me are somewhere related. If we go seeing the roots, no, somewhere you and me will be related. 100%. ಯಾರ್ದೋ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲೋ. Oh, that person ka this correct, no? In India, this relative definition cannot be that vast. That means no, none of us can become independent directors. So what do you mean by relative word here? India is a small country with big population. So what do you mean by the word relative? Mithun asks. No, you only asked. No, Kovilan asks. Now what do you mean by relative? Relative means people. Relative includes. First one is mother, father, brother, sister. Oh, correct. Wife or husband. Ira, daughter, son, son's wife. Correct? Now people, for everything it includes step also. What do you mean by step?
Stepson.
Which step, John? Which step? Now people, everything includes step also. Step includes, mother includes stepmother, father includes stepfather, brother includes stepbrother, sister includes,
No. Stepsister.
not allowed. Hey, Kovilan. You know. First of all, what do you mean by step?
Adoption.
Adoption. For example, if you look at it, who is that Saif Ali Khan daughter? Sara Ali Khan. For Sara Ali Khan, Kareena Kapoor is a stepmother.
Yes, sir.
That is what we are trying to tell? Yes, that is what they are trying to tell.
Yeah, will not be.
See here. Now all these people are considered as relative. Father, stepfather, mother, stepmother, son, stepson, son's wife, daughter, daughter's husband, brother, stepbrother, sister, stepsister. Daughter does not have a stepdaughter.
Sir,
I know, I don't know.
sir,
They say son includes stepson. Daughter does not include stepdaughter.
Kareena Kapoor incorporated a company, Sara Ali Khan can't export them.
Kareena Kapoor incorporated a company.
Sara Ali Khan.
Cannot become an independent director is what he's saying. Relative does not come here, no. So can it come? Yes, possible. Is this clear? They got a fair idea, na? Yes, So this is the definition of relative.
Sir, what's the motive of it?
Which one?
It is related.
Only the first circle is you have to define it somewhere, no? If not, I only told you.
What about friends and all? That's not related.
They where friend are relatives,
Not related. The motive.
Your friends will cheat, The relatives will no.
Something.
Okay. So remember, people. Hey, people. Mukesh Ambani's friend can become an independent director.
But not
Mukesh Ambani friend can he become independent director? So remember, people, the word independent director is not defined. I mean, the friend is not defined in the word independent director. And how can you say who is a friend, who is an unfriend? How can you say that? That is what I'm saying here. Isn't it a one-day job to just make you a friend?
voice under.
Then correct? No. And that is what they're telling you. A friend can never be defined. So friend is not covered. So even if they're asking you, remember, a friend can be appointed as an independent director. Possible.
The independent director is not independent.
You need to vacate the office. You cannot continue.
His own.
Yes, you have to vacate the office. Every year you need to give a declaration that I'm satisfying section 149 subsection 6. Every year you need to give a declaration. Okay, now concentrate. First one clear, second one clear. Yes, sir. You cannot be a promoter, you cannot be related to a promoter, you cannot be a director. Okay, third one, macha, ippa par. Such individual. Let us take one example. We want to appoint who? Mithun Chakravarti as our independent director. So let us see from his point of view the entire answer now. Such individual. Who is such individual? Mithun Chakravarti. Who has or had, that is in present or past, no pecuniary relationship. Pecuniary means what? Something related to money. So this person shouldn't have in present or past any pecuniary relationship other than the remuneration as such director. Anna, Srishant Anna, clear? So, to be an independent director, you can get some salary. That is allowed. Because of course, which law will tell you to come and work for free of cost? They will give you. You will get money. But in other aspects, you will not be related to the company. That is the meaning of it.
Any other company.
No. Now imagine if Reliance you are being appointed as an independent director. In all these cases, you will be seeing so many conditions. You are nowhere related to that particular company. That means Companies Act is telling you will take unbiased decision. If you are related, you will always take biased decisions. Always fraud 447 that. See, if the condition is satisfied, you can appoint a person as independent director. But if you ask me, even if being an independent director, whether he will do fraud or not, he may do. I am not saying he will not do just because he satisfied all these conditions. Correct. I have to give one condition. That is his condition. Okay, now see. Such individual director remuneration or having transaction not exceeding 10% of his total income with the cash or their promoters or directors during the 2 immediately preceding financial years or during the current financial year. Understood?
No, sir.
Illa. Now whom are we proposing to appoint as our independent director? Mithun. Correct? Now let us imagine which company we are promoting to appoint. Which one, Mithun? Which is your dream company? Aditya Birla. Illa, tell something else. Illa, tell something else. There's some cool company, Mintra. Now in Mintra is, in Mintra's company, they are planning to appoint, Mithun as an independent director. Now, they're telling what? Mithun should nowhere be related to us. Okay, but we are appointing him as an independent director. For that, we will be paying him salary. That is okay. Salary is exempted. Do not count it. That pecuniary relationship is allowed. No problem. Okay, now they are looking for models. Nalla models. Now we know Mithun is a model. Now Mithun will come for modeling. Are they wearing like t-shirt and all? Correct? No. Now Mithun becomes a model of Mintra. Now Mithun will do it for free of cost.
No, sir.
Mithun will take some money. Something at least you will take, Noda. Now I am asking you, Mithun, what is your total income? Mithun's total income will be somewhere around 20 lakh rupees. Now I am asking Mithun, from this 20 lakh rupees, you tell me how much you are getting from Mintra, Mintra ka subsidiary, Mintra ka associate, Mintra ka holding company, pura milake, everything together. From your total income, how much are these people paying you? How much? Sir, these people, all these people put together, from them only Mithun is earning 8 lakh rupees. Is it? Then Mithun, you cannot be our independent director because you will be biased, Mithun. You will take decisions in the favor of the company, not in favor of people, because for you this company wants to survive. Because you are earning nalla panam, money. Understood? Yes, that is the meaning of any other pecuniary relationship. Here you put anything. It can be a consultancy service. It can be a modeling service. It can be, service. Everything will come here. Imagine Mithun is supplying say some stationery to them. Stationery means books, papers, everything to them. He supplies the laptops for this company. Now he will be supplying means that only. Understood this one? Now he is getting pecuniary relationship. He cannot become an independent director. Understood? Pakana. Now read once more. Such individual Mithun who has or had no pecuniary relationship other than remuneration or having transaction not exceeding 10% of his total income up to 2 lakh, okay, 2.1, exceeding 10%, no. Then sir, with the cash or their promoters or directors, for your exam point of view, they will not touch these points. So remember on cash. Yes, meaning do not go to cash or cash's promoters or cash's directors. Nowhere you should be related. But for your exam, do not go till there. Remember till cash. company, associate, subsidiary, holding. That and all they will not ask. Clear? Even if they are asking you a practical based scenario. Clear? Up to 2 lakh it's allowed, not exceeding 2 lakh. Clear? Hello? Okay, during the 2 immediate preceding financial year had, or during the current financial year has. So you shouldn't have this 8 lakh this year, previous year, the year previous to that. Clear?
Up to 2 lakhs, he can supply stationery up to 2 lakhs.
Yeah, that is allowed. It should not exceed 2%. I mean 10%. Agreed? Hello? Yes, sir. Now quickly tell me what are the 3 points we saw. First one, man of integrity, expertise in modeling, and yes or no? Second one, what are the condition? Should not be a promoter, should not be related to a promoter, should not be a director of cash. Third one, you should tell should not have had any pecuniary relationship other than the remuneration he receives in such capacity exceeding 10, not exceeding 10% of his total remuneration from cash or cash's promoters or directors. Read everything. We will be doing a cumulative study. Only then you will remember. If not, after going home. Gottalva. Okay, write down third one. What is the third one? Fourth one. None of whose relatives. Now we are speaking about relatives of the independent director. Okay, now Mithun. Now Mithun's relative. Let us take one example. Relative, let us see everything from, okay, Mithun's wife's point of view. Okay, now none of whose relatives. So we are seeing from Mithun's wife's point of view. What is her name? Janu? Rosie? Julie? Julie? Juliet. Juliet. Okay. Okay, Juliet. Juliet is holding any security of or interest in the cash during the 2 preceding financial years or during the current financial year. So if she is holding any security, meaning what? They are telling Juliet should not be investing even 1 rupee, it seems, in the company. What do you mean? Now we are planning to appoint Mithun on Myntra as independent director. But Juliet has invested some shares, some money in Myntra shares. How many? Let us imagine some money. That will bring you first point. If Juliet is interested in the company, meaning she has invested, then Mithun of course will be a biased person. Mithun of course in the class only will think of Juliet. Won't he think in the company about Juliet? Yes or no? Even in an example, he was specific about the name Juliet. Then you can think. Agreed or not? Now people, when we said this as a rule, Matthew came and said, Dikkara, strike. Why? Sir, how can I have a control of some relative, sir? And you're saying they cannot even invest 1 share. We will not allow this law, sir. Matthew sat for a satyagraha after eating the whole day. He sat for satyagraha, he said strike. So in this strike, what did he say? We want justice. What is the justice? Please introduce one exception. Now this is an exception. What is that? The first rule is what, people? By default, if a security is held by your relative, the first rule said you cannot be an independent director if your relative is holding a security. But even they felt we cannot have a control and we cannot say even your relative cannot hold 1 share also. It is too much. So they brought in an exception. Exception says that provided the relative may hold security or interest in the company of face value not exceeding 50 lakh rupees or 2%. So in the company, imagine out of 100% of the share, you can hold up to 2%. Or you can hold up to face value 5 lakh shares. Oh, it's a huge amount. 50 lakh. So they are talking, if at all now Juliet is holding 2% of shares in Myntra or Juliet is holding 50 lakh worth face value in Myntra, Mithun can still be appointed as an independent director. That is an exception. Understood? Hello? Sir, of the paid up capital of the cash Company, associate, subsidiary, holding. Anything beyond that, sir, you are disqualified. Who? Mithun is disqualified.
What is it, like reasonable amount or like
We will be seeing 197. We'll be seeing how much we can pay. But yes, it is reasonable. You cannot pay something and all. Clear? Eh, in some cases there is difference, but not in every case. Online no. Clear na? Okay, next one.
So what if before marriage she invested more like 5%?
Still, now whenever she is married, she'll become relative. Then this condition will get triggered. Either Mithun has to leave or he has to set right the condition. Yes, now Mithun will leave andre company da. Day. He's saying divorce, sir. Ase. Okay, now see here. Next one da. None of whose relative is indebted to the cash or their promoters or directors in excess for an amount of 50 lakh rupees at any time during the two preceding financial year or during the current financial year. Juliet is indebted to the company, associate, subsidiary, holding. Indebted means what? I have taken loan. Example, ICICI Bank, I have a housing loan. Juliet has taken how much? 80 lakh rupees. Now that money is outstanding. They are telling you Mithun cannot be an independent director. Up to what amount it's okay, sir? 50 lakh is okay. 50 lakh 1 rupee. Mithun cannot be a independent director. When? If Mithun's relative is indebted. Indebted in short means nothing but you owe money. You have taken some loan. Here, allo. Third one. None of whose relative has given a guarantee for indebted to the third one cash they promote director who's holding for an amount of 50 lakh rupees at any time. Understood? Now what has happened? People, inga par. Who is this person? Allah, Abhijit now. What is Allah? Abhijit it is. No, da, Abhijit only it is. Abhijit is taking loan from ICICI Bank. Who gave security for it? Guarantee. Surety da, who gave? No da. No, you know who is our independent director? Who is our independent director? Mithun. Who is Mithun's relative? No, who gave security? You know the cold. Hey, edit. Okay, now. Allah. Okay, someone da, not Mithun da. Hey, Mithun, cancel. Hey, this is not Mithun, people. This fellow here, he's not Mithun. He is, no. Pap, oh yeah? What? This is Mr. M. Yes, now understood, none of whose relative, if at all Abhijit doesn't pay, this lady should pay, Noda. That means you will have to pay to ICICI Bank. That means indebtedness only. If Abhijit doesn't pay, you will have to pay, right? That is the end of the day, like you paying the money like a loan. So same thing is condition 2. Condition 2 was a direct loan. Condition 3 is a guarantee. You may have to pay in the future. They're telling you, even in such case, this person cannot be an independent director. Who? Abhijit Allah. Then Julieta Allah. Then Matthew cannot, sorry. M cannot be a independent director. Mithun, you are fixed. Mithun cannot be an independent director. Understood? Hello? Mithun, understood? I don't know whether you all are understanding. Mithun ke bullet, everything is understanding. If I ask him to revise everything, he'll tell. Tell that, Mithun. First is integrity. Hey, Abhijit, he's telling you should have integrity. Okay, now integrity. Promoter, relative of a promoter, director of cash, and other than remuneration, no pecuniary relationship. So he's just telling me how not to write the answers. I'm telling you how to write the answers. I hope you're getting. That is a activity we both planned together. Yes, Mithun, continue. No. We want you only. Tell that. Pecuniary relationship. You should not write that. 10%. Not exceeding 10% of. 10% of what?
10%
10% of what? Of whose income? Of his total income. Yes, sir. And none of whose relatives?
relative should be holding shares like up to 15.
Generally, no shares. Exception, relative can hold up to 50 lakh or 2% of paid up share of the cash. Okay, next. Indebted guarantee. Both are 50 lakh only. Clear? Huh? If you read and remember like this, go home and read and remember like this. Again and again you read whole definition, big definition you can still remember. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, Kanishk square. Epudra? Okay, now here. Has any other pecuniary transaction or relationship with cash amounting to 2% or more of its gross turnover or total income singly or in combination with transaction referred to in subclause 1, 2 or 3. Who can explain me this transaction? Give it a try. Who can explain? Any perk visit, like you tell me exact example. Who, you? Mithun.
Exceed the gross turnover amount of 2%. Or
So you're talking about you cannot be an independent director.
if I'm having more than 2% of the gross turnover limit, they cannot have me as an
Okay, see, always they're asking you when you're reading a paragraph, you have to read it like this. Under D, all these 4 points are coming up. So we need to write it. None of whose relatives and come to this has any other pecuniary transaction. The third point we saw, you acting as a model. That was you. Now we are speaking from your relatives' point of view, meaning now we are speaking about Juliet. So now Juliet should also not be a model in Mintra. Are you getting it? So the relative of the person, if they have any other pecuniary transaction or relationship with cash amounting to 2% or more of its gross turnover or total income, of its gross turnover or total income. In the first point, when we saw pecuniary relationship, we saw from the income of Mithun's point of view. Now we are speaking from the company's point of view. Now what are they telling you? Imagine if at all Juliet is a model of Mintra. Okay, we are paying some money. How much are we paying? Let us imagine we are paying 20 lakhs. Now what is Mintra's total turnover? Sir, Mintra's total turnover is 1 crore. And how much are you paying her? 20 lakh. And how much it is? You are paying up to 20% of your turnover as her modeling fees only. Now they are telling you, because of this, whoever is her husband, that is Mithun, Mithun cannot be appointed as an independent director on Mintra. The first scenario was Mithun only was directly interested. The second scenario is Mithun's relative is interested. Clear? Hello? Pakkana? And remember, there is one more thing here. Amounting to 2% or more of its gross turnover. Meaning I am asking you in the current year, how much money did you get? They are telling you, or how much money you have to give. Pecuniary means what? It is not always about you getting. It also can include you giving. Both are included. Pecuniary they have told. Have they said it is incoming or outgoing? No. So it can be considered as singly or in combination to top 3. What do you mean by singly or combination? Now Juliet also holds some shares in the company. Juliet has also taken some loan, but how much? 20 lakh shares. Can Mithun still be appointed as independent director? If Juliet holds 20 lakh? Possible. Up to 50 lakh is exempted. Juliet holds, okay, Juliet has taken loan of 20 lakh. Can Mithun still be appointed as independent director? Yes, allowed. Fourth point says add everything. It should not go beyond 2%. That's the meaning of singly or in combination. Understood? Add security, add loan, add guarantee. Adding everything, what is the value? If the value is coming to 2%, then people, you need to come under the fourth condition. For the relative. Gross turnover or total income of cash. Meaning company, associate, subsidiary, holding company. Look at their total turnover. You add everything. If in that turnover, if 2% is coming to this relative only, then the relative's husband cannot be an independent director. Clear? Hello? Pakka? Understanding? Okay. We need to read it like this only. You have to go word by word. If not, you will not understand. Okay, next one. He must not either directly or any of his relatives. He must not. Who is he here? Mithun. Hold or has held the position of a KMP. So if Mithun was a director, whole-time director, managing director, CEO, CFO, CS in the company, or has been employee of the cash in any of the 3 financial years, then people are telling you Mithun cannot be an independent director. What do you mean by that, sir? 2 years back in that company I was a CS. After 2 years, can I be appointed as an independent director of the company? The answer is no. That is what they're telling you. If a person has been with the company in the last 3 financial years, you cannot appoint such person as an independent director.
What if it's before 3?
That is possible. Cooling off period is 3 years. Yes, sir. Sir, what if Mithun was a director? Can we appoint him as an independent director? What if he was a CFO? What if he was a software engineer there?
Yes.
What if you are an accountant there?
Yes. No.
If you are an accountant there, can I appoint you as an independent director? KMP, lad. Okay, let us take you are a BCom graduate, just a fresher. You are a junior associate.
No.
Can Mithun be appointed as an independent director? Yes, that is possible. Junior accountant, if you are appointed as.
No, sir.
Huh?
Has been employees, it's
So can I appoint him or not? Not possible because the word employee. People, Mithun's wife is a CS there. Can you appoint Mithun as an independent director? Mithun's wife is a junior associate there.
Does not satisfy.
don't know, sir.
Mithun's wife is a junior associate there. Can Mithun be appointed as an independent director? But Matthew, as usual, went for a strike. What? Sir, you can't keep everything, sir. What? Tomorrow in the employee is such a vast definition. It includes a junior associate. It includes even a watchman also. Da? I need to see the nexus, meaning relationship. How is it even related to my position as independent director was an employee? So they said, when you are seeing the criteria, when you are appointing Mithun only, Mithun should not be a KMP also, Mithun should have not been an employee also. Next one, when you are seeing from a relative's point of view, the relative should have not been a KMP, but relative could have been a employee, it is okay, exception. Meaning, sir, Mithun's wife can be a software engineer. She can be a accountant there. She can be whatever. But if she is not a KMP, Mithun can still be appointed as an independent director.
She's an employee.
Correct. That's why exception rule. Read. Provided that in case of a relative who is an employee, the restriction under this clause shall not apply for his employment during the preceding 3 financial years. Exception is given to the word employee, not to the word KMP. Allo. Pakkana. Clear? Okay, next one. He must neither directly or any of his relative has been an employee or proprietor or a partner, employee, proprietor or a partner in any of the 3 financial years immediately. Now came who? Now came Nanda. Nanda is coming and telling, sir, you are only covering the regular people. What about practicing company secretaries, practicing chartered accountants, cost accountants, advocates? Can we appoint them as our independent director? We need a point for them also. The point is this. A person should have not been an employee. He should have not been a proprietor. He should have not been a partner. What is the difference between these 3? Employee can be an intern. Proprietor is a sole proprietor. Partner is 3 or 4 people running a partnership firm. All 3 in the example of CS firm. Understood? Now example, if I have to say there are 3 friends. Let us imagine. Anaga, Devangi, Manoj, ADMK, Kirtana. Yes, sir. ADMK. Okay. DMK is there. ADMK is also there. That this is not that one. This is our. Okay. The people ADMK. Now they are all partners in a partnership firm. What are they? They are all practicing company secretaries. Now who is their client? Their client is Myntra. Yes, sir. So you are practicing company secretary services to this company called Myntra. None of the partners can be appointed as what? Can be an independent director of Myntra. Sir, under them there is an intern working, say Mr. X. You are working under them, you are an employee of this partnership firm. Even you cannot be appointed as an independent director of Myntra. Sir, I am not a partnership firm, sir. I am alone. There are no these people. I'm alone. Sir, now this M is there. This one person you call them as sole proprietor. Even this person also cannot be an independent director of Myntra. Because you will have access to all insider documents, right? First thing. Second thing, don't you think your fees is coming from them? You will try to be biased only, no? Let us imagine. If at all they say, I'll tell you why Satyam scam happened. I'm telling you, in Satyam, real inflow of money is not there. Everything is this only, fake sales. But the internal auditors, who was internal auditors of PwC were the internal auditors of Satyam. But their fees was going every year. It was increasing higher and higher and higher. Why? It was there was $2 million or something was a fine that was imposed on them, 2008. $2 million. Why? Logical, Ada. When the company is not doing good, you do not have money, but the internal auditor's fees is increasing every year crazily. Why? Because of fear. Now they might have said we will not sign. Then you signed. Why? Now imagine if I appoint you only as an independent director, then what is the use? For money you will sign, or else this relationship will cut. No, they were getting on their peak. They were getting around what? The net amount that was paid was increased to 15 crore, 20 crore and all as fees in 2008. Now if you do not sign, what will Satyam say? I will remove you. For you that money matters now. So that's why you should not be an independent director. Understood? They are getting it. Okay, let's see here. Is or has been an employee, proprietor, partner in any of the 3 financial years where in the firm of auditors, CA, in the firm of company secretaries, CS, in the firm of cost auditors, CMA, of the cash. So in the companies, whoever has given them company secretary services, CA services, CMA services, in that firm, no proprietor, partner, employee can be nominated as a independent director. Now Anaga says one thing, what? So sir, it's only CA, CMA. Advocates can do for advocate they are little lenient. What did they say? A employee, proprietor, partner, any legal or consulting firm, that any legal or consulting firm that has or had any transaction with the cash amounting to 10% or more of the gross turnover of such firm. What do you mean by that, sir? Imagine, sir, there is cash. Now Anaga is the legal advisor of this cash. Now how much are they paying to you as fees? They are paying around, let us imagine, 1 crore as your fees. Now what is your total income of the firm? The total income of the firm is 2 crore. 1 crore is coming from them only. Then they are telling you Anaga cannot become what? An independent director of cash. Anaga cannot become independent director. Anaga's employees cannot become. Anaga's partner, if it is a partnership firm, even they cannot be appointed as an independent director. This is for legal or consultancy firms. Online now? Alayvada? Kanna? Kanna? They clear online now? Any legal consulting firm that has or had any transaction with the cash amounting to 10% or more of the gross turnover of such firm, such people will be considered as disqualified. You cannot be an independent director. Clear? Pakana? One person I'll ask the entire thing to be repeated. Remember, holds together with his relative 2% or more of the total voting power of the company. Holds together with its relatives. What do you mean by that? Mithun and Juliet. Together they are holding you people what? 2% or more of the total voting power of the company. What do you mean by total voting power? Correct, huh? Now Ovia says, sir, above also you said something like this, no sir, with regards to investment. Why is it coming twice? Above we said the security, if you guys remember, security is a vast term. Security includes preference, it includes debentures, it includes bonds, it can include any other type of security. Here I am telling you, you cannot hold. You along with your relative together cannot hold 2% or more of the total voting power of the company. I am more specifically talking from the equities point of view on a general day. Understood? Huh? So now tell me, can an independent director be a shareholder? Huh?
Yes,
Up to 2, it's okay. Less than 2 is what you need to have. 2% or more is disqualified. So 1.99 is allowed. So you and your relatives put together can hold 1.99. Above that is disqualified. Clear? Huh? Hello? Okay. Next one. Is a CEO. Okay, you guys only try to give me an interpretation for this. Aha. It doesn't cut. Oh, screenshot. So, where is copying option? Da? This one? They should work, right? Okay, read. Yeah, Nange, you can't read. You want screenshot only. Yeah. Okay, once you read this, you let me know. I'll tell you. This one is the CEO. This point.
so this Reliance Foundation. Arey.
Sound. Sound came. Recording progress. Is a CEO or director. Let's see da. Yogita tell da. 2 times. Hey, now speak up. That will come more times. Yogita tell da. Uh, 4 only. 3 times now only it came. Covalent jukebox. Covalent, today it is your data. The day you were waiting for all your life. You want a mic? Yogita, come on.
He's a CEO or a director of a NPO and he gets 25% or not 25% from the company. Then he cannot be independent director.
Okay. Now people, hey, concentrate now. Who else cannot be an independent director? A person who is a CEO, that is chief executive or director, or by whatever name you call. Chief executive, director, whatever name you call. Of any non-profit organization. Let us take for example, for our purpose, Isha Foundation. Let us take the chief executive as Sadguru. Whatever name you call, you do not call it as chief executive. Sadguru. Yes, huh? Okay. that receives 25% or more of its receipts from the company. Let us imagine Reliance is giving some donation to Isha Foundation. Okay, how much is Isha Foundation getting as donation? Let us imagine 100 crore. In this, how much did Reliance give? They're telling you 25 crore. Okay, comma, any of its promoters, directors, or its holding subsidiary associate company, whoever might have given, how much? 25% of your total receipts. One company or associate or subsidiary or holding, if they are giving it to you, or that non-profit organization that holds 2% or more of the total voting power of the company. Meaning what? Let us imagine Isha is holding in Reliance how much? 2% of the company's total voting power. So if Isha is getting money or Isha has invested money, then they are telling you such chief executive or such director or by whatever name you call, such person cannot be eligible to become an independent director. Clear? Pakana. The last one, the one who possesses such other qualification, meaning appropriate skill. If at all I think that you need to be a Harvard written, or if I think you need to be a IIMB graduate, if I want all that, I can put that, and you should be such particular qualified person.
This in AOA, right?
No. You need to satisfy, if you are an independent director, you need to satisfy this because it is there in Companies Act. 149 subsection 6. Clear? Allu. Clear? Now tell me, who can repeat the entire thing? Bega, come on. Bega. Tell da. No. It is given in 149 subsection 6, no? What is the first one? Integrity. Promoter, relative of promoter, director of cash. Pecuniary relationship, 10% of his total income. Next one, his relatives. Security,
Not hold any interest or
indebtedness, security exception. Security exception 50 lakhs. Next one is indebtedness 50 lakh, guarantee. Fourth one was singly any other pecuniary relationship, whether singly or in a combination.
2%.
2% of gross turnover or total income of cash. 2% also included, yes. Clear? Yes, okay. And
KMP, not holding position of
he or his relative should not be a KMP or employee. Exception, relative can be a employee and
for
3 financial years, yes. And he or his relative cannot hold more than 2% of total voting power in cash, and employee or proprietor or partner of CA, CS, CMA firms, legal or any other consultancy firm having 10% of the total gross turnover, revenue,
voting person. 2%.
voting power. No, gross turnover of cash of firm. Next.
Relatives,
That is done. Next.
CEO or director.
Should not be as chief executive, director or any other person who is getting 25% or more receipts of their total receipts and or 2% of total voting power in such company. Such people cannot be appointed as an independent director.
Then the qualifications.
Expertise. Understood? Pakkana? Sure? One question can come down. Remember and go. Important. After some time, you guys will definitely feel it confusing. Okay. Any doubts in that independent director definition? Easy. Okay. Now, what is the guarantee that a person is an independent director? Remember, whenever a person is getting appointed, he needs to tell that I am an independent director. When will he tell? The independent director should communicate his independence 3 times based upon the scenario. The first time is in the first meeting of every year. You need to tell this year I am still independent. Every year you have to say that I am still independent. Next one, whenever there is a change and immediately there is a board meeting, in that you have to communicate I am no longer an independent director because of this reason. Correct? Huh? And the third one, people, whenever the first meeting when he attends and the first financial year's board meeting and whenever there is a change. So whenever you are getting appointed, the first time you will tell, and every year first meeting you will tell, the third time whenever there is a change you will tell. What? Declaration. As what? I am still independent director. What is independent? 149 subsection 6. What is women director? 149 subsection 1 second proviso. Correct no? Yes or no? Your section, you have to remember. If it is our section, we would have put one tattoo only. Yes or no? Okay. Yes or no? Da? Okay. What is the remuneration of independent director? Can we pay remuneration of independent director? Huh? Is it possible? Huh? Huh? So remember, independent director is entitled for what? He is entitled for remuneration. We'll be seeing that in detail when we are doing section 197. But whether is he eligible? Answer is yes. Sir, can independent director get stock options, ESOP? Remember, not possible. And people, the independent director will also get sitting fees. Someone in online is telling, why sir, for Mithun sitting fees, tell him to stand. For sitting fees, we have to give no. What if the independent director comes and stands in the meeting? Should we give him the sitting fees? What is sitting fees? Matthew, what is sitting fees? Sitting fees means nothing but we are valuing his time. We are valuing the time of the directors. Remember, every director will be eligible to get some fees for the meetings. And that meeting, that fees you pay as a company is called as a sitting fees. How much can we pay? Maximum you can pay up to 1 lakh per meeting. No mandatory, but they will pay. Because maximum that is allowed is 1 lakh. So how much they will pay? Up to 1 lakh they will pay. So if at all, now if you look at Reliance, I think in the last year they have had 8 meetings or 12 meetings. And their sitting fees is 1 lakh per meeting. So 12 lakh rupees of a director was just sitting fees. Yes, clear. In addition to that, what else is independent director eligible for? He is eligible for reimbursements. What do you mean by that? Travel. You have come from Delhi to Bangalore just to attend a meeting. You are eligible for reimbursement of your travel expenses. That is allowed. Everything. Clear? So all this independent director is allowed for. Clear? All of you? Yes? Okay. This we will see when we are doing 197. What is that? Inadequate and all. People, hey, inga parada. Appointment of independent director on unlisted material subsidiary company. Now what is a material subsidiary company? ऐसा मार्क के वो एक स्टार डाल ले. Star डाल. What do you mean by material subsidiary company? First of all, try to understand what they are telling you. As per regulation, if regulation word is coming, that means it's not Companies Act. It is SEBI. As per regulation 24 of SEBI LODR regulation, at least one independent director on the board of directors of the listed company shall be a director on the board of directors of the unlisted material subsidiary, whether incorporated in India or not. What do you mean by this? The nation wants to know. What do you mean by this? They are telling people, in the listed company. Now let us take an example of listed company, that is which one? Let us take Reliance only. Now Reliance is a listed company. Now in Reliance board there are so many independent directors, correct? In Reliance company there were so many independent directors. Let us take this person only. H, he, Yasir, Uthman, Hel, AI. Sorry, Allah, sorry, I'm sorry. Edit da. Sorry da. I didn't know. I thought AI. Okay. AI, Rumayan, yes. You judgmental people. How unfair society you guys are. Okay. Now, Rumayan. Now, this person is an independent director. Yes. Now, what they're telling you? Does Reliance have subsidiary companies? Do they have? Does Reliance have subsidiary companies? Huh? Okay, we'll see in their annual return. But some other day I'll show you. On date, Reliance have around 297 subsidiary companies. Reliance. How many? 297. They're telling you whether all those subsidiary companies are important. Then there is one company. Let us imagine Reliance Jio. Let us imagine, just as an example, if Reliance Industries is holding 55% of shares in Jio, now, what they're telling you, this particular company becomes a subsidiary of Reliance. Now, who is giving money to a listed company? Public are giving money to listed company. Now, in Geo, 55% is held by who? It is held by Reliance. So, technically, can I say, I am giving money here, they are giving money here, that means I am only giving money here? Yes, but this company will have utmost scrutiny. But this company will not have that much scrutiny.
Yes, sir.
Unfair. Now that way they brought in a concept called as unlisted material subsidiary. What do you mean by material subsidiary? Material means in 297 companies there will be one subsidiary company which is KGF. Meaning that makes difference. Signal ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿ. They say no. Illa. Forget. Now people, what is this unlisted material subsidiary company? You see how much your entire company as a group you guys are earning. Now let us take for example as your entire group, that is 297 companies plus Reliance. What is your total income? You tell me what is your total income. The total income, let us take an example. All these companies put together is earning 2000 crore as their net income. Sir, that one subsidiary company which you are telling is important, Geo. I'm asking Geo, in this total 2000 crores, how much is Geo contributing? Geo is contributing 300 crores. Oh, out of all 298 companies, Geo itself is giving you 300 crore. Geo itself is giving it to you. That means I cannot neglect this subsidiary company just because it is unlisted. Then whoever is our Al Umar Rumayan, whoever is one independent director on the listed company, that one independent director present on the listed company shall become a full-time director of such unlisted material subsidiary. Now what do you mean by that? In Reliance, we have so many independent directors. At least one of them should go and work as a full-time director in Geo, because Geo is considered as our unlisted material subsidiary.
What will the role of a different director?
Now you think what is happening. One person is directly having a relationship. You know what is happening in Geo's board. You will also be coming to Reliance's board. Absolute transparency. I know every day, day to day what is happening. Complete in control. You wedding photographer. Understood?
So you're saying that independent director should be from the board of directors.
No. Independent director is a board of directors only.
Like from outside the third party to that material unlisted material subsidiary.
I didn't understand.
So that whatever guy you showed,
Ah.
the independent director from the Reliance.
Reliance.
He should be appointed to that unlisted material subsidiary.
Perfect. Dependent. Executive director. Full-time director. You send someone else. Hey, you have so many noda. Saloni. Saloni? Hey. Okay, now see here. There are so many noda. Hey, go back.
KP, Kamath.
Now see, Shumit Banerjee, Arundhati Bhattacharya, KV Chaudhary. Out of all those, one person at least you send. Sir, what if everyone says no? Law comes into picture. You guys vacate. Bring in someone as an independent director who is willing to go and do it. Because it's a rule. It's not an option. Hello. Clear? Huh? Online now. What is the status there? ऐसा दिल पे हाथ रख. देखो हार्ट चल रहा है या दौड़ रहा है.
Sir, they don't be continuing as independent director after that time. When they...
I didn't understand.
They are being gone to the subsidiary companies, right? They don't be able to be appointed as independent director again.
See, your guys' question could have been, imagine sir, if at all a person is a director in a subsidiary company, technically he does not satisfy the criteria of independent noda. Why?
By us.
Noda. Hey, now if you say no to an independent director, you guys have to give me an answer. Because a person, he or his relative, if they are a KMP or employee of cash, you cannot be an independent director.
Yes.
Now in KMP, director is there. So now you become a director of subsidiary company.
Yes.
It's an exception because it's a rule. So it's an exception. Clear? Huh? Hello? Heart has stopped. Okay. Hey, listen to this concept and let it stop, please. Important. Okay. Now see here. Hey, as per regulation 24(1) of SEBI LODR, at least one independent director on the board of listed company shall be a director on the director on the board of directors of unlisted material subsidiary, whether incorporated in India or not. इसका मतलब क्या है रे? Correct. Tata Motors. If you look at Tata Motors, the entire list, 98 subsidiaries are there. In that one subsidiary is Jaguar. Listed in India? Incorporated in India? But if at all it is material subsidiary, one independent director from Tata Motors should go and be a director in Jaguar. Understood? Pakkana? Sure? Okay. Explanation. What do you mean by material subsidiary? It shall mean a subsidiary whose income or net worth exceeds 20% of consolidated income or net worth respectively of the listed and its subsidiaries in the immediately preceding accounting year. Now what do you mean by consolidated? Consolidated means add Reliance, add subsidiaries, everything put together 2000 crores. Everything put together was 2000 crore, right? In that 20% was giving to you by one subsidiary company. You will call that subsidiary company as material subsidiary. Clear? Padma Kumar, this is clear, Ada? This is what is your thing. 20% of the consolidated income or net worth. That is a percentage. 19% you are not considered as a material subsidiary. Clear? Online now? Online now? Online now? What if there are? Beautiful question. If there are two, you need to appoint in two also. What if three? Three. What if seven? Correct. Beautiful question. It cannot be like 7 and all not. Maximum 20 to become subsidiary. 20% should come from that subsidiary company. So maximum it cannot go beyond 5. I'm saying worst scenario. In 298 companies, you got 5 companies. When a subsidiary company will give more than listed company. Generally exceptional cases. It will give. That's why I remembered I did CMSL for you. That's why I said it will give. Possible. Clear? People, saas le lo. Amendment. Okay, we'll have one song. Kovalan, start the jukebox. What song? 5 songs. Oh, in 5. Oh, he's asking in 5 which one? Okay, okay. First one now. Album में first song. Kanmani. Start.
That I given song.
No, now you song. Now you sing. Both of you it and both of you do. And I know why we do like this, no? No, we did like this. Whenever we see a god also, we used to like,
Flying kiss.
I don't know, are we kissing to the god? Something else will happen, no? You also do what, Nanda? When you see a god, you do like this? And whenever you hit some elder, they do like this also. It's like, I only did, sir.
Okay.
Now start, na? I gave you some time for you to think the lyrics.
What song? Hindi.